What's up guys, Slickshot Games here, and welcome back to yet another map review. Today we're going to be checking out DE Firenze by Mr. Potato 44 and Coachi. Guys, well done on the map. This is a European-based map, and of course, as usual, we're going to be looking at this in a visual standpoint and in a tactical standpoint as much as I can on surface level, because of course, I'm not playing in a 5v5 setting right now. So this is just sort of brainstorming and seeing what I think in terms of visuals as usual. If you guys want a map reviewed, let me know below. I try to get as many as I can. So thank you very much for the support. Anyways, let's get right into this. So I'm going to be taking a right here, going towards the A site here. The main way is you're going to take a right, and you can either enter this shop over here to the right. This door's supposed to be closed. Take a right over here. Or you can go straight over here, and this is the site, which I'll get to in a moment. So, yeah, entering this shop, you can, enter this high-end sort of shoe shop that they had. I like the shoes laying around in the books. Not the books, the boxes. Sorry, and you can actually enter this. It'll make a sound, as all the doors usually do. You can also totally break this one, because it's wooden as well, if that's what you want to do. If you want to make an entrance. And you take a right, and there's the site as well. There's one alternate route as well, is going back here. Going up these stairs, mini stairs, and jumping on this dumpster and coming over to the other side. That is also the alternate route if you don't want to enter the shop. So, let's talk about the site itself. So you enter here, and boom. Here we have this little blue, clearly marked area where you can plant. One thing I really like about this map is the simplicity of it. As you just said, I was able to explain that pretty easily. There's not many hallways, there's nothing. It's pretty simple, at least this site is. And overall, just the map has a very good layout, as you can see at the top left. So, yeah, let's talk about after plants and everything. So, when you enter the site initially, you're going to have to smoke this off. This is essential, basically. You're gonna need to smoke the whole thing off. No hitting it here or here. You gotta hit it right in the middle, because this is going to be where the CTs are. And the minute you try to get a bomb down right here, you're gonna get peeked. And at least with the smoke in the way, they'll be shooting randomly. With no smoke, you're dead, 100%. If you play, there is a possibility you can play here, but if this is all cleared out, because the CTs might be here or behind this, but if it is cleared, this is relatively safe to plant behind. Obviously, this is if you're super risky, but let me just show you smoking it, if you kind of line up with this sign here. And, that about is the correct smoke. No gaps. Just, that's what you want to hit. You don't want to, because if there's gaps, you're going to get really messed up. Small one there, but shouldn't be an issue. And you can plant here for safety, I guess. This is probably the safest plant you're going to get. This side, again, is very hard to plant on. CTs do have this whole area, as I'll talk about later on, and this right here. So, planting right here, again, it's good for planting for this. And this, actually, I'll be speaking about that in a minute, those windows. But if you can't get it here, this is fine too, I guess. So after you get the bomb down, and you smoke, you should probably fall back, and if you planted it right there, or on the other side of it, these are actually wall bangable. Both the windows, so if you have it there, you can spam here, you can spam right there, it's like, or right here, depending, if you have it lined up, it's a really cool idea, and you have this entire window, right? So if you have multiple people here, it's not like Mirage on B site, like, just being in apartments and having a little window to work with. You have this sort of wide area, 2 windows. So imagine being spammed down. Not sure if that would be something that would be fun to play against. It's a really cool idea. I'm not sure how it will translate in the actual game, but again, I like the experimentation. And honestly, I like the simplicity of it, and being able to plant there. Even get a molly off, right? Over this section. Just like that. And just playing this whole area as your own. It's going to be so annoying for the CTs. because when they do try to, you know, take the bomb, they're like gonna have to clear this area basically. And you can actually have someone standing right here holding for that push, right? Have this guy back here as the fail-safe. So they're pretty much protected from getting flanked over here. So it's going to be a nightmare for the CTs to try to retake this. But overall, it is going to be kind of tough for the Ts to actually take the site. So I think that'll be sort of even out in its own way. Alright, so let's check out the B site. We're going to take a left here. And again, two primary ways to get to the site. You're going to take a left and enter the street. By the way, I really do like the European sort of style. You can get some antipasta. Yeah, just again, this takes place in Italy, I believe. You know, they have all the sort of art and stuff. It's really cool design. So anyway, so you come here to the left and you can enter through here, or you can actually, this is where it really gets interesting. You can actually walk up here and enter this sort of apartment. They're moving in. The door's been swung open. And open this door and come out through here. I will discuss this whole area in a moment. So this over here is the site. This white sort of tile thing. I would like to see it a little bigger. As you can see on the map, there's not much room to work with. But overall, I think it should be fine. You know, planning anywhere here. You're going to have to clear this whole section and this section off and over there. So it's going to be, again, some clearing to do. But after you have it, you can probably get the bomb down here and just fall back, absolutely. And this is going to be such a good spot for post-plant. You can have plant right here, even. I mean, can't plant right here, but right here. Anywhere, like, in this whole area, basically. And as you have this area, you can, as you can see, this window here, shoot it, molly it, right? Just, you know, like, totally control the whole area and never even have to peek, honestly. And this is a good angle as well, if you have it. And the CTs might already be up here. So you're going to have to be careful of this area. But, again, it's up to you how far you want to go. And I believe that you should be able to wall bang through this potentially as well. I'm not 100% sure, but if there is a CT there, you guys can spam them down. You are going to be having to look right here as the Ts. The CTs might be coming over here. This is mid, though, where they're coming from. So, but just, I mean, holding it from even back here, I mean, it's just so strong of a position after you've got the bomb down. It's just insane. Like, it really is. Imagine not... Like, you have this little window, and you never have to peek until they're going to plant, you know, defuse the bomb, right? So insanely strong for the Ts. And imagine just opening the door and getting a couple of shots on a CT. So it's going to be real tough for them. As far as coming in, you're going to want to clear some of these areas. Particularly, they're going to be up here. You can spam through this, right? Even get a cheeky molly right there, molly that whole thing off. And right here, they actually can rotate from here as well. So you're going to have to be careful with that. So post-plant, very, very strong. I like the site. Maybe make it a little bigger. But just for the CT's sake, possibly. Maybe even extend it out a little bit here to give the CTs at least... Give the Ts a safe plant, but the CTs a escape route, basically, in a way. And now let's talk about mid. Here we are back at spawn. You're going to be doing you're going to grind up here, like Tony Hawk, and take a right, and boom, here's mid. So you're going to walk. Let me just show you this whole area. So you could, if you get this far, this is actually the archway of death here for the A site. So if you're able to take this, your teammates don't have to worry about this. This has been covered, and honestly, if the CTs lose this area, they're going to lose the game. Just flat out, it's that simple. They will lose the game because this area allows so much control. This is the area I wasn't showing before. Take a left, and these are going to be the stairs up into the apartments. Now, allowing that much space for the T's to work into the apartments, or better yet, if they're able to get here, right? Smoking this off, because that's where the CTs are going to be on that little window. Smoking this off and totally just working into this building, right? Seeing this whole area, kill this guy, and then A site done. Completely just, they have A site. It's going to be so good for that. Or work B. And this gives them so many different avenues. I like the pictures and everything that they've got here. So, yeah, that's going to be such a detriment. Mid is, again, pretty clear cut. You can see in the map. There's 3 lanes, basically, A, B, and then mid right here. So, yeah, there's going to be a lot of battles going on here. There's going to be so much control here. If the CTs, I wouldn't be surprised if they have 2 people in this area at all times. To one guy from up here and then one guy playing this area and stopping them from being able to go here. Right? And then, yeah. Alrighty, so here we are on the CT side. So let's check this out. So let's try A once again where we started. You have 2 ways. You can actually just enter the A site over here. And sort of, where can you hold? You can hold right here. This is a very, very strong spot. You actually have control of mid, and you're pretty much safe from, it's not wall bangable. You know, you're good. You're not going to be spammed here. So, and you can get the planter. You can peek over here. It's just, this is a pretty good spot. But again, one and done. You know, I don't know how many kills you're going to be able to get off this, but you definitely will have control. They are not going to be able to cross over, and if you hear the plant, you're going to be able to peek out. Right here, it's also another good spot. Playing around this sort of blue thing, you have this area. If you have an op, you can just, you know, hold it and flash over if you need to. Maybe something like this, you know. A lot of walls to bounce stuff off. Very cool. And yeah, so those are the main areas. You can get pushy with it, you know. Smoke this off. Again, smoke it off and come to this corner right here. This corner is really good. They're going to have to deep check this when they're coming in the site. And if you have a guy over there, it's just this guy baiting and this guy sitting in the corner. Or better yet, right here as well. Because you can hear this open clearly. So you know nobody's going to be here. But then there's this area, right? This is probably why they added this. So you can get to this area without having to open the door and make a huge loud noise. So, but right here, this is fair enough if they don't come that way in this corner as well. Again, one and done, but overall, pretty good. And when you're retaking, you know, you can spam back. I mean, that's the best thing I could think of. You're not going to be able to go from over here. This is like you can, but what are the chances they're not going to be holding this? So you're going to have to sort of clear that area out, basically. You're going to have to come to the T territory and try. And there's car passing by every once in a while as well. Enter here, and you can just totally just break this wall so that they don't have any more cover as well. So that'll be, you know, something that allows you to retake this area so you can stop the whole spam situation as well. Mid, let's talk about mid. So mid, you're going to take a right and into this sort of indie sort of shop here. We got a Mac over there. These doors come here. It's a very modern type of style. And yeah, here's mid. So this is the railing I was talking about. And the good thing about this is you have a quick rotation to the A site. If they're taking A and like, oh crap, they're coming A, just jump out this window and boom, here you are on the A site, able to help your teammates. You cannot jump back on there. So you're going to have to take the whole way around again. So yeah, holding here, you're going to have to be wary of this area right here. Because they can technically go up the ladder and sort of end up over here and you had no idea, right? And then this guy just peeks from here while you were holding this. So yeah, it's going to be a little tricky for you. Another thing you can do is actually potentially even hold from here. I believe this will allow you enough mid-control to be on A site and stop them from crossing over. And you know they'll probably be near B if you see nobody, because they most likely will want to do a double prompt attack thing going on here. Alright, so let's go check out the B site to wrap this up. Take a right. And here we are on the site. So you can hold from on site if you want. It's gonna be a little ballsy to do that, but right here, hold that whole area off. Or you can actually take apartments control, and the only way to do that is to get on this box and make the leap up here. And here you can just sort of remain calm. This is such a good area because you can get them on the cross and you can get them when they open the door. So you absolutely, this is going to be a prime spot to be standing in with whatever gun you have. About getting aggressive, they're going to hear that door a mile away, so good luck with that. Another thing you could do is come here and sort of, I mean, you can't wall bang through this, so a jump probably would not be advisable in this area. They're going to see you immediately, and you're going to be exposed here. So maybe not the greatest angle, but right here, I think this is quite good, and you're able to sort of molly this area here if they are pushing. Hear the door open. So it's going to be sort of risky to be standing here while they're running in from that angle and these two angles, so potentially even being under this is such a good spot as well. Another thing you could do is take a right and come up here, as I said. Very good angle to be holding. Totally not exposed from there. Shoot through here, you have a little cover to work with. Or just holding this, right? Boom, you know, they peek, you get this guy. You get one of these guys, or you get over here. This is so much control, this area, and you know what? When it's too much, you just fall back, and you can actually just retake from here. Go under this little bridge and try to see what you can do with that. So ultimately, a lot of different options for the CTs and the Ts. I really do like the map. I think it's going to be really fun to try out. It's very simplistic, but it has its quirks. It has its advanced sort of attacks, right, that you can do. So very well done, both of you. Check out the map on Steam, the workshop. Please subscribe and comment for more videos, and have a great day. Goodbye.